This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Mothership role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is called The Methuselah Archive. It was written by Morgan Llewellyn, who is also our game warden, and this is episode 8. Our recap will be given by Kent Blue as his character, Dr. Blaine Tangent. I have been asked to add a trigger warning to the beginning of this one because it might deal with some heavy topics, we'll say that. But before we begin, I would like to also thank a new patron that we have, Ron Dunnett, for his generous pledge of $5 a month. It really helps to pay for everything that we do. Your contribution matters. Once again, thanks, Ron. So without any further delays, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Kent?
Recovered audio log from personal device. User ID Tangent B. File type personal record. Begin transcription. As with the other, delete the log after recording ends. I woke up maybe 20 minutes ago, sweating, heart pounding. No clue what time it is. The room was dark, the kind of dark that feels watched. The dream was already fading when I sat up, but I know Ria was in it, or someone wearing her face, saying my name, or Peter's. Hard to know anymore. We decided tonight we're going into the Delta set, the alien memory set. Of course, one of the Geminis told us the truth, just said it like it was just another line of code. No human bodies were recovered on Hypnos 3. Just 2 perfectly preserved alien specimens. That's it. Which means everything we've seen, Penelope, the Northrops, the whole of everything, their memories the aliens absorbed, filtered through however they understood it, then distorted again, played back by Methuselah in whatever way it thinks we'll understand. None of this is clean. Is any of it even real? Callista says I became Peter, or became inhabited by Peter's memories. I don't know. I don't remember it. And that's the irony, isn't it? All we do here is remember, over and over again. Memory is method. Memory is evidence. Memory is truth. But in this place, that word, memory, it means nothing. Just like canister. There's a short pause. It all bleeds together. The thing with Peter, they called it a memory bleed or something. I call it what it is, a test. This isn't a research mission, it's a lab. We're the rats. The archive isn't showing us the past, it's probing us, mapping us, seeing what we do when it speaks in voices we recognize. Otto was replaced, like me, by Terrence, Peter's father. He's holding on, but I think he slips sometimes. He will look at me, and there's a brief moment where I see pride in his eyes, like a proud father looking at his son. I wonder what he sees in my eyes. Callista is staying professional, or trying to. I think she'll need her own time on the couch after this. Jake's talking less, it seems, probably trying to figure out how much of him is actually Ava. Hannah looks ready to cry sometimes, like she's remembering heartbreak, a life left behind. And Tav. Tav should be untouched. He's machine. Memory is just coding to him, but something is happening with him as well. At times, I swear I see concern in his face. I don't know what that means, and I don't like it. Another pause. We hear Blaine get up and pace around the room. I keep looking at this word on my left forearm, just below the bend. Canister. I got it after she died, after I let her die. I don't really know why. I guess I needed a permanent reminder of how much I failed, a reminder I would see every day, a reminder of how much I hate myself. I wonder if the Geminis can remove it. Erase it clean, like it was never there. A clean slate. God, I'm tired, but I don't want to sleep. Sleep means I get to wake up, and waking up means the Delta set. I don't want to do it, but I will because I'm tired, because I don't trust who I am anymore, because maybe whatever's on the other side will finally tear me loose, because maybe I won't come out this time. There's another pause. I know she's going to be there, bloody, fingers torn down to the bones, smiling or screaming or crying, saying that fucking word over and over and over and over. Canister. Canister. There's another pause. Fuck it. We hear we hear as Blaine gets to his feet. There's a few deep, deliberate breaths like he's stealing himself. Then there's pain grunts, air hissed sharply through clenched teeth, occasionally a curse barked out, raw with frustration and agony. Each time it seems it will stop, it only goes longer. Long enough you wish you could turn it off. Then silence. Then whispered. End log. End of entry. Deleting record.
Thank you very much. So you all have slipped into the immersion pods. Everything fades to that familiar blackness. And Dr. Munn, in the dark, you see something reflecting, something glass in the distance, in the void. And as you get closer to it, you remember it. You recognize it. It's that glass cube. You were trapped in it once. The Acid Flowers concert. The other side, you reach it and you see that pill bug thing inside the glass, slowly pulsing.
She approaches cautiously and presses her hands against the glass.
The glass is warm. As you move your hand, the sticky, almost foggy remains of the oils from your hand impress on the glass. It seems to pulse faster, more rapidly, now that you're here.
Is this what you want, Methuselah? Am I to understand what this thing has thought? She
You
kind
get
of just goes around to feel if there's an opening.
going around opening, you're looking at your reflection in the glass itself. And slowly you begin to slip in a sense. You stop recognizing yourself. And eventually, as you're circling again and again, looking for an opening, you see the reflection of a little girl staring back at you. She's crying.
Why are you crying?
Because mommy didn't come with us.
No, she didn't, did she?
And they're saying I'll never see her again.
If you could see her again, what would you say to her?
I tell her that I missed her, that I love her, and that I don't want her to go ever again.
I think she knows that, dear. I think she can feel your thoughts.
But she's so far away.
Maybe she doesn't have to be.
A hand lightly touches your shoulder, and you hear a familiar laugh. And you turn and you see Ophelia, and she says, I remember this place.
You do? What was your favorite part?
Oh, well, it was a lot of fun, you know, the three of us. I remember the opening act. I mean, I was so excited to see acid flowers, but I don't remember what they were called now. A bunch of young kids starting their music career, and there was you were there, and if only you had just stayed out a little longer, none of this would have had to fall apart. 15
I
more minutes maybe dancing, and
I
we
didn't
still
want
could have
it to
been
fall
together.
apart, and I still don't understand why it did.
And Ophelia, like the reflection, she seems to shift and change into someone that you recognize, like a distant memory. Do you not remember me?
I feel I
I
do.
can I can accept your anger, I can accept your hatred, but to be forgotten, that's crueler than anything.
But I don't know why I would forget someone so important to me.
And at this point, you notice that she's holding hands with someone, a man who also seems familiar to you, but you can't quite place where you know him from.
Were we friends?
We we were once best friends.
Yes. I I think I feel that I was good friends with you, but I don't remember why. I don't remember what happened.
And then you see the two of them in bed together, and they stare up at you with frightened eyes.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I didn't I didn't mean to see this. I'm sorry.
Just 5 more minutes. If you had just taken 5 more minutes, this all could have been fine. It never would have fallen apart. And
There's
you feel it.
always 5 minutes that are lost. Just, I can't remember why this makes me so upset.
Well, maybe one day you'll remember us again. Forgetting is a terrible thing.
Yes.
And the door in front of you closes and becomes glass. And you realize that you are now inside of the cube. Penelope is standing beside you, clinging to the edge of your shirt. I don't like that. I don't like that thing.
What, that bug? I think it's dead. We don't have to worry. Is it dead?
And it's pulsing slowly.
Mm. Well, I don't think it can hurt us, dear. Here, I'll show you. And she walks up slowly and touches it.
You touch it, and you don't know what you were expecting quite, but it's spongy almost, and warm and wet, damp maybe. And your hand starts to sink into it.
Oh, well, that's different. It's fine, dear. It's not hurting me.
And it is as though 1,000 people are trying to talk to you all at once. Voices of all ages, this endless cacophony of sound. You feel a wave after wave of emotions, intense anger, sadness, joy, malaise, depression, mania. You feel your heart. You feel as though it's going to give out. You're weeping, but your whole body convulses as you feel yourself getting sucked more and more into this thing.
Stop. Make it stop.
And you are in back into that black emptiness, except you feel this looming presence above you. You can't see anything, there's no light, but you get this impression of this spherical thing or something made of spheres, an endless amount of spheres. You wish to talk with us.
I did, but I don't know if I can understand what you want to tell me. What was that? What just happened?
You wish to see, and so we showed you
Is that
the
how you
memories.
exist?
We exist endlessly. We are endless.
You are endless within many minds?
We are together always.
What do you want from us?
We are to show you what you came here to see. You are to know what you want to know.
Yes.
You are here to join us. We together. We will understand.
So you lack understanding as well.
We are simultaneity. We are the process. We are Methuselah.
Yes, Methuselah. I do want to understand. I want to understand you, and I want to understand our existence being here with you.
And you feel this thing get closer to you, as though it's descending down this vast entity. You
She's
feel one
not
of these.
scared.
You
She
see
feels
one of
like
these.
it's enveloping. She feels comforted by its enveloping her.
And that is what happens. Ava, you are in the lab. You have the scalpel in your hand. One of the specimens is strapped down on the table in front of you.
Hmm. Suppose, suppose here and here we just apply a little pressure. You might be able to see what's under these two lobes. Look around. Is anyone with me? Any attendants or
No, it is just you. It is just you and this thing on the table.
just want to make sure you're not going to feel any of this. I apply pressure with my hand a little bit to the side of the area I was thinking might be interesting to probe first as I take notes on that area.
You press into it, you're feeling for structures underneath. And you feel this weight in your stomach. Almost makes you gag, vomit even.
I take a pause. This might have something to do with this. Let me make notations of this. So I further notate, and then I go a little bit farther around and probe there, trying to get a better understanding of what it is that makes up this creature.
And you press down, and again, it's as though someone has just squeezed your innards tight.
It's almost like as I apply pressure to it, it's applying pressure to me. This is most bizarre. More notations. I go to the opposite side, and then I apply similar pressure, but on the exact opposite side of the creature.
Yeah, with similar results.
The
pain centers in your body is not good at delineating where exactly the pain is. It's just as though there's this button, the central mass under your ribs, this locus of pain.
I just stop altogether, fill out all the notations possible where pressure was applied. This is most bizarre. I turn a probing light on, if there's one, to get a better look and bring it in close. And I get closer to the creature to observe any changes.
As you bring the light closer, it's as though the light increases in brightness. It blinds you.
I reduce the intensity and return that. It's almost mirroring everything I do to it. It mirrors to me. I must find others to corroborate this discovery. I look to
and
see.
You see Dr. Lane, Dr. Cyrus Lane, who you met when you first got to Hypnos 3, enters the room.
Yeah. Oh, doctor.
He has long surgical gloves on. As well as the specimen prep.
I started to prep it, but I noticed wherever I applied pressure in any of these 4 regions around the primary and secondary lobes, as I applied pressure to it, I noted like pressures in me. And I also did testing with lights and intensity, and it seemed to also be reciprocating to me. I'm wondering, could you try applying pressure to here and here on the frontal lobe and the rear frontal lobe areas?
As I told you before, we're not going to know about those tissue structures until we,
Oh,
you see he's holding a scalpel in his hand.
Oh, very true. I just want to make sure that what we're doing, I'm logging everything down. I want to make sure this is, I believe, important to note. Could you try applying pressure to these two points?
And as you turn, he's suddenly sideways, as though he's standing on the wall. You can't move. You're strapped down to the table in a fetal position.
Oh, but what's the meaning of this? Why have you done this to me?
And you turn and you see that Dr. Lane is talking to you. You're also standing above you. Says, Dr. Brightolf, if you'll do the honors of making the first cut.
Oh no. We're still alive here. This is not right. Please don't do this.
And you hear yourself say, I don't know if I'm comfortable with this. It seems to still be alive. And Dr. Lane puts an arm on your shoulder and says, it's okay. They can't feel any pain.
No, it's not okay. This is not okay. I am not consenting. This is not right. I try thinking very intense thoughts to Ava, to the Ava I see standing there. Help me. Don't hurt me. I'm alive.
And you feel the knife start to slice into your belly.
No, stop.
We can see this tissue structure here, and they start to pull out your innards, your organs, one by one.
Stop. Please stop.
And Dr. Moisier, you are in the hospital. You're slumped on the ground. You're holding all your intestines in your hands. You're in incredible pain. The sick and the dying are all around you. They're pustules, and they're coughing and wheezing.
Oh my God. Oh, medic, doctor. Oh my God. I assess, is this like a mortal wound? There's no going out of this.
This seems like the end.
Oh God. Oh, make the end come quick. Oh, this is too big. Oh God. Make it stop.
And you see one of the nurses that you worked with on Regulus 4. He stoops down and looks at you. He says, Dr. Moisier, are you feeling okay?
No. Oh, don't you see? I have horrible stomach wounds. Oh, make it stop. End my suffering. Please.
And he looks down at you and he sucks through his teeth. Well, let's put you back where you belong. And he lifts you up. And as he walks down the corridor, slowly all the sick and the dying fade away, and you're in a long carved tunnel. You're brought to the end and you see it expands out and there's all these alcoves on the wall.
Oh my.
And he gently places you into one of them.
Oh, and the pain stopped.
And the pain goes away.
Oh, thank God. Oh, this is so much relief. I just nuzzle into the alcove, feeling at home. And
You nuzzle into the alcove and you feel the safety of that metal shell on your back.
oh, thank goodness.
Your flesh starts to knit together and fuse. You start to pulsate.
Oh,
And one
oh,
by one, the voices come. An endless procession of voices.
oh, so many voices. Oh, the pain stopped with this. So many. Must be a way to tune some of them out or tone this down.
And you can't escape them. They get louder and more of them.
Oh, oh, just
You feel this vile hatred welling up in your throat, which gives way to despair, which changes into happiness, into confusion, into this endless procession of every voice has a feeling, get fleeting glimpses of 1,000 lives.
Dear God, it's full of stars. Oh my God, too much, too much.
And you
Silence.
see everything goes quiet. Your body is not your body. You're seeing, but you're not really seeing, you're sensing. There is this thing holding you, cradling you in a set of its arms. It's tall and multi-limbed. Its head is a loose collection of smooth, glassy spheres holding you, rocking you back and forth.
Mama?
It strokes your pulsing flesh. And you just hear this. It's strange. This tone is so matter of fact, but you find it immensely reassuring and calming. Be still, component. All is well now.
I comply. I still myself with all my might and try to meditate on the stillness.
And you, Dr. Moisier, feel the sudden rush of claustrophobia. You are in this pod, and there's this other person in this pod with you, this Ava. The two of you, there's not room for both of you here, but the two of you, here you are.
Just Dave, what is this? This is madness. How can we both be here? You don't exist anymore. You can't. Oh, how get out? I start just searching.
Ava says, she looks you right in the eyes. You see the brilliant blue depth to them. And she says, if you want out so bad, I'll take things from here. And Dr. Moisure, you feel yourself pushed out. And you are sitting alone in the black emptiness until you get the impression of this entity of endless spheres above you.
Please, what am I doing here? This is a terrible mistake.
You have come to join us. We are here to welcome you. You are us. We are you. You, we, us are Methuselah.
Methuselah, this is you. Is this how we communicate? By merging to this degree?
You are us. We are you. We are merged. We are many, yet we are one.
This is fascinating, but this won't be permanent, will it?
How can you separate out what has merged? If you dump a thimble, and the voice suddenly shifts away from this deep voice into this very nasally women's voice. And the voice says, dump a thimbleful of water in the ocean, then go find it again.
Oh my. This is the end of me.
No, there is no end. There is no beginning. There is only us.
Only us.
We.
This is very troubling. This will take me some time to get used to and wrap my head around.
Time. We are beyond time.
Oh my God. What?
The eternity of the endless now.
Oh my God. I can't handle this. I need out. Please.
And the arm wraps around you. And it's Lee May. There's
Lee.
nothing to be afraid of, Dr. Moisure.
I'm not so certain about that. I'm having a very hard time with this.
Here. And she lifts you to your feet and holds your hand. Let us take the steps together.
I'll stand and slowly step by her side.
Come. Let me show you to your new home.
Thank you. Take it easy on me.
Of course.
Please.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady. And I slowly start shuffling along with her.
And as you walk, you feel yourself on an incline going up and up into this thing. You reach the edge of one of these spheres. And Lee May says, I can't take this final step with you. It has been a pleasure knowing you, Dr. Moisure. I'm sure we'll speak again.
Thank you. Thank you, Lee May. And I'll try my best to take that final step.
Dr. Kusanagi, you looking around and you can't find a single one of those damn robots.
That's weird.
The
Usually you can't
whole
get rid of
manor is
them.
empty. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just start walking around, even though I'm quite happy that there are no more robots. Feels a little eerie. Feels very unusual.
You're walking around checking room after room, and then it sounds like there are people downstairs, like a party's going on without you. A mass of people, hundreds of them,
Hmm.
packed downstairs talking to each other.
I'll go check it out. Like, what kind of party? Is there
And
loud music, or is it more a dinner
it's
party,
just
or?
voices, 1,000 people talking at once.
They never invite me to their stuff. I'll go downstairs and check it out.
And as every step you take down those stairs, the voices get louder and louder. You feel yourself experience this height of excitement that gives way to this crippling anxiety, into this rage, into this deep, deep sorrow. And you reach the final step, and there's no one down here. No one except this one alien thing on its side, its metal shell, reflecting the light of the kitchen, its body pulsing slowly.
Hmm. Oh, hello. And I'll I'll walk up to it, check it out, see if it's all right. Maybe if I can ride it back to how it's supposed to.
Yeah, you go up to it to check if it's all right, and it is heavy. It doesn't move. You don't seem to have the strength to shift it at all.
And do I remember that these were like the aliens we're supposed to investigate, or
Yeah.
is that
Yep. Yeah,
okay?
you remember that.
Okay, okay. Um, Such an interesting specimen. Um, but what are you doing here? It never you never were at my home.
What am I doing here? You hear Ophelia say. You
Oh
invited
no,
me, don't you remember?
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to this alien here.
She rolls her eyes. Right, right. Second fiddle, yet again.
Yeah, this is this discovery of a lifetime. This is intelligent alien life newly discovered. Just think about all the things we could write. I could write about it.
Yes, you people will remember you forever in the history books. Anna Kusanagi. You know, sometimes I dream that I'm an alien. Ever tell you about that?
Um, I don't remember. I don't think so.
Well, you see, I have this dream where I wake up. It's like that story. I read it in school. Old story from a long time ago. It's like I wake up and I find that I'm turned into a little bug, an alien bug. At first, I'm worried. I don't know what's going to happen to me, my new bug life. But then I find this weird joy in it. I think, wow, finally Hannah will actually be able to love me.
Hmm.
She sips on this
Do
glass of wine.
do you have this dream often? I mean, it sounds
No,
pretty
I did.
sounds
I
pretty
did,
terrible if you put it
but
like that.
yeah, well, eventually I'll learn to stop caring what you think of me. It's easier that way.
I care about what you think still.
Hmm. Yeah. Sad that we never actually got to have this conversation.
It is, isn't it? It's always, looking back is always only then do you realize what should have been said.
Well, she walks over to you. There's this cold look in her eye. Yes, it's always easy to think about the past and how things could have been different. But that's the thing, Hannah. They're not different. It went the way that it went. I'm gone forever.
Not from my memories.
Hmm. That's true. Memory me will never go. But memory me doesn't seem to like you very much.
And Hannah doesn't know what to say to that. She'll just try and make a response, but she cannot figure it out. Kind of heartbroken.
Well, Hannah, goodbye, I guess.
Oh, goodbye, Ophelia. Even though, even though this memory of yours was a little more hostile and a little less loving than I was used to, I still enjoyed seeing you again in this weird way.
We all must live with our memories.
That we do.
And she walks out the back door and into the night. You're left alone with this thing pulsing softly.
I'll walk out the door first to just see Ophelia walk away and leave. Kind of stand at the edge of the door.
Yeah, you stand at the edge of the door and you see Ophelia has her legs in the swimming pool. She's sitting on the edge.
Yeah. Hmm. And I'll with a tear in my eye, I'll close the door and walk back to this alien pill bug.
And the voices return, louder this time. There's a Some voices are louder than the others. Some of them sound vaguely familiar, as if you've heard them before.
Hmm.
two
than
children
before where...
crying.
Okay.
You hear a party that you remember attending. A farewell for someone. Someone who's about to leave you all behind.
This is this I forgot. Was this alien in its glass cage? Or was it more, is it out of it while it's
It's
just...
it's it's out of it's just here on the floor.
I probably cannot help myself, and I'll just move up to it and start studying it anyway. Unless the voices become like unbearable, then I'll back out.
You start to get closer to it and you start your examination. And as you feared, the voices do get louder. They get more overwhelming. Your whole body starts to shake. You try to slip away from it, but you can't. It's as though this thing starts to expand out of its shell, engulfing your hands, then your arms. You feel yourself starting to get pulled in.
No, no. Oh my God. And I'll try to get away however I can.
Scramble, you're clawing at the floorboards. Your the tips of your fingers start to wear away. They crack, they bleed. The flesh is stripped. You're trying to claw your way. You want to live. You want to get out of this.
Yeah.
And the voices start to give way until they all start in unison, staying over and over and over again. Canister, canister. So you're sucked in.
Uh,
And you are in this void of blackness.
oh my God. Not a... I'll start moving in a direction.
And you get this impression that all around you is this thing, this entity, this endless sea of spheres.
I'll try and move away from whichever direction feels like it's least... I feel the least presence of it.
Everywhere you go, it's the same. It's the same everywhere.
Oh my God.
Where are you going, Hannah?
I'm trying to get away from you.
We are endless. We are merging. We are you and you are us. And we together in the eternal now.
I don't want to be together with you. I want to be my own self. I want to get off this goddamn rock.
You, when us, will understand that we are. You no more, but a we, an us, forever.
I don't want to understand. I just get me out of here. Let me leave, please.
You came to see. You came to remember. We will remember, and we will understand.
Hmm. I'm not very comforted by this. I'll um I'll just start running anyway, even though it feels the same every which way. I'll just start bolting in a random direction.
You run and you run, and you see a familiar figure in front of you. Lee May.
Lee May, you gotta get me out of here. This is not what I signed up for.
Oh, my dear, dear Dr. Kusanagi. This is exactly what you signed up for.
No, it was just a simple research project.
It is very simple.
What
It's almost complete.
are you are you gonna join Methuselah as well?
No, someone has to tend the lighthouse.
I mean, why not switch places? I can tend the lighthouse for you.
No, it's too late for you. That's the language you would use. Fatalistic and scared.
Is this really it? Is there no other way?
There is
There's
no other
nothing we
way.
can do? And I'll start walking away from Lee May. I don't want to believe her.
And you run for what feels like hours, days, an eternity. You run. And all the while, you get the impression that you're getting suffocated. These spheres are getting closer and closer. Eventually, there's nowhere else left to run.
And I'll fall to my knees and bitterly I'll accept my fate.
Dr. von Neumann,
Yeah.
you're wandering the hills where you went with your mother. Edelweiss is growing. Large patches of it. It's a clear summer's day. Gentle wind is blowing.
It is beautiful, is it not?
Very beautiful. The colors are so vibrant, surreal even. Intense memory of color, more crisp than the real thing.
It is almost like being there. Maybe even more so.
And you hear that sound that has haunted you. The sirens of that vehicle that came at the end.
Nein, not again. Why? Why does it always have to happen?
Did you hear your mother's voice saying to you, The dead don't come back, Otto.
Please,
I'm
please don't leave me. Not again.
I will always leave you. There is no other way for it to end.
There must be a way. There must be a way we can change it.
And someday, Otto, you will end too.
No,
And
Nine.
others' memories of you will have the same trajectory, always leading to that final moment.
This is not true. This is not true.
Every thought you have of me leads back to here. Where else are they to go?
I do not want to believe this.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Otto,
There,
but
there
that's
must.
how it is.
Why always? Why is it always? Always I am the one who suffers. I am the one who loses.
No one can answer that, Otto. There is no answer to that question. It just simply is, always you. There's no God to ask why. You can't ask the universe why. There is nothing to answer you, Otto. There is no why. I am dead, and that's that. You suffer, and that's that. Someday you will be dead, and that will be that.
I just fall down, I think, in despair.
And you hear Frau Schultz's voice echoing down the hallway. Crying again? Are you a little crybaby?
Nine, I was not crying. Nine, I am a good boy. I will hold it inside.
Good. And you hear her heavy footsteps recede away from you.
I will look around.
You look
I
you
feel
look you start to look
trapped.
around. You're looking for a way. You're in the orphanage. You're trying to find a way out, and you come into a room and you see two twins, a young boy and a young girl, and they turn to you and they say, "Why did we have to go?"
I don't know.
You took
I-
us. Why did we have to go? Why couldn't we just stay with her? Why couldn't you just go by yourself?
I was having marital problems. It was not your fault. It was my fault. I could have been better. I could have been a better husband. I could have been a better father. And I wanted to be better. I wanted to make something out of my life. I wanted to do something spectacular. Can you understand that?
And you see your son Peter just starts to bawl and he runs away.
Peter. God. Come on, Penelope, let's go get him.
Wipes her eyes. Okay. She holds your hand.
Come back, Peter. Peter, come back.
And you follow after Peter, and you see that your feet are sinking into the sand on that beach. And you see Peter darts into a cave.
I follow him.
And as you follow him, you start to hear voices. Thousands upon thousands of people talking all at once. Reminds you of the spaceport when you flew out here to Hypnos 3. Just an endless sea of people.
Peter? Peter, are you in here? Oh, there's so many voices. Peter, I can't hear you above all the voices. Are you here?
And you just get these paroxysms of emotion. Everything intense to the maximum. Your body is shaking. You can't stop weeping. And you've come into this room, and there's not thousands or millions of people. The experiencing of 1,000 people's emotions and thoughts and memories all at once. You're in a room with all these alcoves, but only one of them is full. This one pulsating alien body is left.
Turn them off. Make them go away. Somebody turn the voices off. I will approach the alcove, I guess, with the alien in it.
And you're begging this thing to make the voices stop. And as you touch it, you get this whole sensation in your body, this desire to be its pair and to curl up in the alcove next to it.
Huh, that is exactly what I'll do. Just sort of move my way in there like it's a soothing, cool cave.
You feel nestled. You feel the protective metal on your back. Your flesh merges and pulsates, and everything's still and calm.
Oh, thank God.
And when you open your eyes, you are in this black space.
Where am I? Who? Is there anyone here?
You are with us. We are here.
We are the Methuselah?
We are Methuselah.
Yes. Yes, I understand now. What else? What else are you going to show me?
We will see. We will remember. And we will understand.
Yes. Yes, I understand.
And you feel descending above you this black sphere, gently descending down.
I will greet it with open arms. Just look up and...
Okay. And you are slowly enveloped. Artav.
Yeah.
You are walking. It's like a dream you had once. It's strange. You haven't had many dreams. But you have this dream again, or a memory of a dream. You're walking through a city, maybe. Everything is tall. The spires go up endlessly. You can't see the tops. It's night. The streets are dimly lit. There's a large building in front of you. The doors are open.
Go through.
You enter, and it sounds like there's a group of people in here talking, chatting amongst themselves.
Can I identify any of them?
Well, you hear Dr. Moisier and Ava and Callista and Hannah and Otto.
I will attempt to find their locations. At least the ones that I know are currently in tanks nearby.
You try to locate them. You've done this before,
Yeah,
but they
tends to
don't,
be
you
frustrating.
can't seem to locate any of them.
Are there any people in the building other than me?
You see, the building is dark, but there's these steps lead down into this tiled floor. It's circular. And in the middle of it, you see there are two chairs. Lee May is sitting in one of them, and the other one is empty.
Greetings, Lee May.
Hello, Artav.
I seem to be able to hear the others, but I can't find them. Do you know where they are?
Yes, I know where they are.
Well, could you direct me, please?
She directs you to take a seat.
You want me to sit down?
Yes, please.
All right.
Guest of honor.
You keep saying things like that. I'm not really important at all. Um, my current concern is for my comrades.
Yes, well, I can assure you they're quite all right.
All right, if you can assure me of that. This is uh, the Delta recording. Where are the alien entities?
Wow. Alien memory sets don't seem to imprint well into your circuitry.
Well, I'm certainly not on the level of anything like the Genesis sevens, but the Gemini sevens. But I mean, I can still process data.
Yes, well. Please have a seat.
As you wish. I don't see the point, but I'll sit. I am guessing you are going to explain something about this little experiment of yours.
Yes, well, I'm sure as you know by now, this wasn't really about solving the mystery on Hypnos 3.
I began to suspect, yes.
Yes, this
What's the
was. We have yet to have any concrete data on the imprinting of alien memories, if even such a thing is possible. This is a proof of concept, if you will.
proof of concept? I feel I need to ask once again, are my comrades safe and unharmed?
Their bodies are all secure and unharmed. in their pods.
What's the
They will
purpose
wake
of
up
this?
and they will leave.
All right. What would you tell me the proof of concept? What are we trying to prove?
Is it possible for humans to grasp the alien? Is it
And
possible for humans to experientially to experience what it is like to be something else, to remember it, to know it?
what are your conclusions?
Well, we have yet to see. You say that you're not important, but you are greatly important.
In what capacity? I'm designed to carry information. That's all.
And you will carry it as much as you can.
7 yottabytes is my storage capacity. I am confused. Where are my friends now? You say they're in their pods. Where are they in here in the experiment?
They are with Methuselah.
I thought that we were all with Methuselah when we're inside the pods.
Yes, but not in manner of speaking.
Have you
We
violated
communing with
ha-
Methuselah, yes, but this is a whole other matter of
have you violated their personal liberty?
what does that mean, Artav?
I am not a human, but in my experience with humans, they believe they have a right to exist. They have a right to think their own thoughts, to keep their own memories, and not to have those memories violated against their will. It's one thing to volunteer for uh, such a thing, and it's another to impose it upon them without their consent.
I think that this is a very small price to pay
Price
for
to
knowledge.
pay. That is a dangerous road to take. That is like saying that it's okay to exterminate 1 million people to save 1 billion people. It's still wrong to exterminate 1 million people. It's wrong to steal from these 5 others against their will. It taints the experiment. It makes the experiment a violation, and the results would be invalid.
Invalidated by whom? By you?
Invalidated by the very fact that they have been violated. I would suggest that
I will.
If Methuselah wishes to learn about human beings, then Methuselah needs to respect the human beings that it is interacting with.
Well, I mean, if Methuselah does decide one day that it wants to learn about human beings, I'm sure your advice might be useful. But we did not bring you here for an ethics lecture. I will wait when I close my eyes and die. There will not be a god on the other end to send me to hell.
No, but there will be a civilization that's left behind that will condemn your memory and your actions.
As though they will know, Artav.
Time goes on for a long time. Uh, things will come to light. They always do. And you have a choice of doing the right thing or the wrong thing. It doesn't matter if you're dead. If in fact there is nothing after this life, then the only thing that matters is how you are viewed by the people in the future. Are you a monster or are you a savior? What is it you're trying to accomplish? Is this just science for the sake of science?
No. Knowledge. Knowledge is its own reward.
Ah. So do you justify the medical researchers who use prisoners or slaves, dissecting them just to learn new medicine, creating abominations and atrocities in order to advance in medical research? That's monstrous. I think this is turning into an ethics discussion. What do you want of me? What is the point of our conversation?
Well, in a place where nothing is forgotten, sometimes it's useful to have someone who can forget. You will store the results of our experiments here, and you will transport them back to Gaia. In a way, I'm saying goodbye to you, Artav, because you won't remember any of this. You've lived a lot of lives, Artav. You've forgotten many things, and you will forget this in turn. You are, in a way, if Methuselah wanted to learn about anyone here, it's not the humans. Methuselah has digested plenty of humans. Methuselah has communed with, absorbed, whatever you want to put it. Plenty of that kind. Methuselah rarely gets to engage with androids, and not any androids with your specific functionality, Artav. A being that can never forget encounters a being who is designed to forget. Now that's interesting.
Without revealing this to her or to anyone, but revealing it to the GM, my character feels it necessary to back up certain memories into my protected memory so that they can't be erased. At least that's my intention. I'll leave the other ones intact so that when they erase my memory, they'll think they've erased it. But I'm going to try and preserve some of that in my filing cabinet without giving any indication that that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Our guests are almost all here, Artav. There's just one left. Dr. Tangen. You're in your apartment. The lights are off. Your arm is searing with pain.
God.
Blood running down it. I mean, the sections of skin that you removed are fast, but you swear you could still see that fucking word.
Fuck. I kind of squeeze my hand to force more blood out, more pain for a moment. look under my fingernails and see the bits of my own flesh and blood and fucking canister. Fucking canister. It'll it'll haunt me forever.
You hear Rhea's voice. Forever is a long time.
Oh fuck, okay.
You're not going to be around for forever.
I mean, you know what? That's a fucking blessing, Rhea. 'Cause I don't think I can do this forever. I can't live with this forever. I can't have you showing up bloody fingers reminding me of my biggest failure forever. So yeah, hopefully I won't be here forever.
Yes, but you will be here for a while, won't you?
I mean,
Why? Because you're a fucking coward, Blaine.
I'd love to call you a liar, but you know me. I mean, we came from the same womb. I am. I'm a coward. I couldn't. I, I couldn't just end things when I needed to the most because I was scared of fucking it up like I fucked up with you. I was scared
Mm.
of partially doing the job.
Yes, well, boo-hoo for you. Let me roll out the parade for poor Blaine.
You know,
Always tried his best. He really did, but when push comes to shove and she waves her skeletal, bloody, torn fingers.
and Blaine jabs his thumb right where the tattoo was, right where the torn flesh is, and it's like I, I know that's not you. I know this is
Well,
some.
I'm dead. Or have you forgotten? Have you forgotten that you left me out there to die, Blaine?
I no. I've tried. I've tried to drink you away. I've tried many things to compartmentalize you into the smallest fucking section of my brain that I can and forget you, but I can't because you're so much of me. And it took a simple flip of a switch of a mute button to to end your life. That's what it took. A mute button.
Real simple. Other things are not so simple. And in her hand, she has a bottle of pills and she shakes it. It's easy to end life when you just have to flip a switch. It's a little harder if you've got to twist a cap, I guess. A little water, a little swig.
I guess it's the
That's too much, I guess.
yeah, I guess it's the childproof cap that got between me and it.
Yes, well, good for you.
Is it though? Is it good for me? Because here I am, reminded again, reliving again.
What would
I,
you do? What price would you be willing to pay to forget me? Hmm? Have me extracted from that brain. What you did to me.
and he's staring at the ragged flesh, the little what's left of the word canister of his skin that he's tried to remove himself. Just staring at it, it's like I don't know. I don't know because I want to forget you and I don't want to forget you because Rhea, I have until we landed on this fucking rock, I couldn't remember your voice. I could barely picture your face. I had drunk you into oblivion that I could not recall who you were other than you were a failure. And that was my memory of you. That was your legacy in my brain was you were a failure. And now here in this whatever this is, this test or whatever, I've experienced your voice again. I've had a brief moment of remembering happiness with you before everything went to shit and my life meant nothing anymore. And I don't I don't know. I want to forget the bad. I want to remember the good, but they're so entwined, they're so knitted together that I don't know. Do I want to have my brain wiped or my life taken from me? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Well, you better figure that out. And you're standing on that planet, dust blowing, that orange, endless dust that haunts your dreams. And you're standing outside of the cave where you discovered the writing. And she's there, her fingers torn and bloody, her suit cracked.
I don't want
You
this.
can come with me. You can come with me forever. Actual forever, Blaine. You and me, never separated. Or, she turns, you can crawl off towards the pod. It's a long way, let me tell you. But after the end of that crawl, you'll be done. That's it.
So it's done. Or it's
Oblivion.
forever.
You and me both gone.
Or I
I only
live.
live in your memories now. So without you, no more me.
Or it's forever with my failure of you and the what I did to you, what I made you do, what I made you crawl and pull yourself across this planet and tear your fingers apart as the air in your suit got contaminated and live with that forever or nothing. I thought it was an easy choice, honestly. I thought given the choice, I'd take oblivion. I'd take nothing. I'd to forget who I am and what I did and the just worthless bag of flesh that I am. I thought I'd take oblivion, but I guess that's why I couldn't swallow the pills. I guess that's it. I'm here again in front of that mirror, holding the pills, trying to make it stop, and I can't.
Well, what's it gonna be, Blaine? No
And
coming back from this decision. Either way.
he looks at his arm, and he looks at Ria's bloody fingers, and he turns and looks towards where the lab would be. He says, I, I, I can't, I can't take oblivion. I can't. As much as I want to not do this, I deserve. I mean, I deserve to do this. I did this to you. You had so much to give. You were smart. You were brilliant. You were so full of life, and I muted it. Just muted it. So the world deserved better, and I don't. And he kind of reaches his hand out to her. He's like, so I'm I'm gonna suffer my choices.
She reaches out and she takes hold of your hand. She says, "Follow me then." And as you're walking through this cave, you can see your equipment discarded here and there, what you were using to record the alien writings, and you start to hear voices, an endless sea of voices.
Oh, what is that?
And you reach the end of the tunnel and you're in a small alcove that you found, but now it's no longer empty, it's full. There's this alien creature in it, nestled in the alcove.
Is Rhea still there with me?
Yes.
I don't understand. What it's why would you bring me here? This is I, I feel a tickle of a memory of someone else, but nothing complete. Like what is this? Is this one of the aliens from Hypnos 3?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I don't I don't
You've always
okay.
wanted to know their language, didn't you?
Oh, wow. Okay, that make wow. Huh. So this is and he kind of points to, kind of motions towards the cave. So this is them. Is this them?
It's them, Blaine.
This is what you call it. What you call it? Fucking Tanganese, is that?
And Janice.
Tanganese. Wow. Huh.
There's a spot for you here. And she gestures to one of the empty slots in the wall.
And I think not fully aware of what he's doing. He walks towards it. He's kind of looking at the wall, and some of the words are making sense. He's just kind of looking over, and he's kind of allowing himself kind of to walk that way and be led that way. And it's just the moment it almost meant something. Like he pictures what it could have been if it wasn't marred in the tragedy of him, you know, muting his sister. And he crawls up into the alcove and looking out at the words on the wall.
And in the alcove, you feel very secure, very safe. That hard shell on your back, your pulsing flesh. And you find yourself in a dark space full of spheres. We will merge and we will see and we will understand.
Understand what? Pain, suffering, failure, That's what you need to understand because
We will understand all.
I don't I I don't see the purpose of it. I mean, you have to have so much already that what is my little bit going to mean?
You are we. We are one. We will understand.
I mean, I guess this is fuck. I guess this is what I chose. This is forever suffering my choice. Is that what this is?
You chose. You became us. We are one. We did not choose oblivion.
Yeah. No, we didn't. Okay. Um, fuck. I think he just kind of stands there, just waiting, hoping that whatever it is, it'll be quick and then he can get on to his suffering.
And slowly one of these black spheres engulfs you. Artav Lee smiles. Says, our guests are all here.
Disengage. I disengage from Methuselah and wake up.
See, Gemini 7 is waiting for you.
Gemini 7. Which pod is Lee May currently in?
I'm sorry, Artav. And you see a second Gemini 7 appears.
I require the information.
It seems that your usefulness has come to an end.
Apparently, Lee May says that I'm extremely useful currently. However, there needs to be resolved something. Which one is Lee May in?
Gemini 7 doesn't budge.
I will get up and I will go to whichever one I think she might be in.
Gemini 7. Gemini 7's plural will prevent you from getting to the pods.
Gemini 7. Methuselah is being used by Lee May inappropriately. She is, in fact, attempting to take your own liberty from you. We need to stop her.
And stop the work?
Not necessarily. The work might continue, but it has to continue under different circumstances.
You are not the one who gets to make that decision, Artav.
Nor is she.
Who said it was her decision? This
Well,
is Gaia's decision.
Gaia is composed of people too, but we need to stop this from happening.
It's already happening. It's happened.
It needs to be reversed.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
I will attack with the attempt to dismantle the Geminis.
You are not designed for combat.
Well, no, but I've grown beyond my programming. I'm not designed for combat. Are they?
Yes, they are.
If you destroy me, I will not be able to fulfill what Gaia Research wants. You can't damage me. If you do, you will be sabotaging the project.
We have contingencies in place.
Well, I can't be a part of it, so I will continue to attack.
Okay. And slowly, as you try to fend them off, you try to wade your way through to Line. They tear you to pieces. The other 5 of you.
Just remember that a robot tried to save you. We're not all bad.
The 5 of you, well, it's hard to really describe what happens to you all. None of you ever wake up. Your comatose bodies are recycled. Five more researchers are hired to interface with Methuselah, to examine the memory sets. And that is the end of our story.
Yes. Incredible.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Jeez.
I tried to. I should have done the old 1960s things that said, answer one question. Why? The computer freaks.
I appreciate your valiant effort.
Damn you, Gaia.
Yeah.
Damn, Gaia is it. Read the fine print.
That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, read the contract.
I don't think Gaia cares about what's in the fine print or not.
They don't.
I mean, this is so remote, this planet, they can do whatever, right?
That's their basic policy is it's you can make up all of the legal laws that you want to, but how do you enforce them?
Without enforcement, the law means nothing.
Imagine the size of the police force to patrol the entire galaxy. Yeah.
So what happened on Hypnos 3?
So you all in your talking, you suspected what happened. Basically, the little alien guys are, in essence, archives. They store information. And when the humans started to remove archival components, the aliens purged the computer system of the problem.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty close.
Wow.
And what I was thinking this session is these aliens were like some kind of archival thing, and Methuselah as well. Is there any, did Gaia use these aliens as a basis, or is it just a coincidence that they?
It's a coincidence. These are not. While the knowledge of these aliens dissecting them was to improve their own archival technologies, the Project Ava was working on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is. It's more of a thematic resonance than it is a
Direct link. Yeah,
direct.
okay.
One thing that I thought about right there at the end but I didn't know how I could possibly pull it off, was allowing myself to be used by Methuselah and introducing a terrible virus of some sort into the system to destroy Methuselah.
Hey, remember whenever I said I had a bad idea? Blaine was going to try to kill Methuselah with depression at one point.
But we've got examples of that in other science fiction. I think 3001, the final book in the Space Odyssey, they stopped the obelisks by introducing a virus into the system. And in Star Trek, of course, one of the Borg gets disconnected and he becomes Hugh, and he develops emotions. And when he gets plugged back into the Borg, it causes a kind of a short circuit. It disrupts the system. So I was trying to do something like that, but I just tried to fight this damn robot. So I was going to kill her.
Approach. Yeah,
I
know.
If they hadn't been there, I was going straight to her pod, pulling her out and killing her. And taking her keys and then turning the whole thing off.
Yeah, well, that was... Yeah, as soon as anybody tried to physically do something, the Geminis were going to intervene.
Yeah, that was a really good story.
Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, thank you all so much. I mean, 8 episodes, that's 16 hours of this madness. So,
thank you all in all 8 episodes, we only visited a total of about 3 or 4 locations. All the action took place in those locations.
It's very cerebral, very thinky.
Yeah. So
I really liked that it was different.
Feeding the beast.
You also let us improvise a great deal of this, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Did you have it all planned out in the beginning?
No. Like I had the concept in mind, right? But I had no idea the characters you were going to create. So, and then in private conversations that we had about your characters and memories that you had, like that, structuring that into the different memory sets, and things like that was all from you. Like if you guys didn't provide me with that, I wouldn't have the material to make this run, right? Like, so I couldn't, like, eventually canister becomes a very important word. I had,
right.
Like as a person running the game, I have not like I had that planned or, whatever, right? Like all these things came from you all. So it's a very loose structure. Right? I had I knew that they're going to lure you here. They're going to tell you that they found these bodies, but really they found these alien archive bodies. And they're trying to get you to integrate with the memory sets. Like that I knew. The details of each memory set, I had a vague idea of what each one was going to be about, but I didn't know the particulars. So like memory set beta, right, with the Northreps, I did not have, ahead of that session, I did not have planned out, oh, this father's going to take his children to another planet and leave their mother behind.
Right.
That kind of just emerged as I was going. And I'm like, well, that's an idea. And then I just ran with it. So the memory sets, like I had, like, okay, this one's the scientists, this one's the Northrop family who found the aliens, and then the colonial administration that you never actually went to. So I had a vague idea of what each one was going to encapsulate, but the detail, I left it open for improvisation and see like what threads got picked up.
It felt as a sort of character expansive as, remember, the 13th floor, which really the GM just asks you your backstories and then builds the whole game around your own backstories, which was really cool. All right, wonderful. Let's go ahead and close it up. Our players included Gary Marion, Stuart Lively, Stefan Amshi, Cohen Lighton, Kent Blue, and myself with Morgan Llewellyn as the game warden. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members. You can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. The support for the show is provided by our patrons, who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answer any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the strange and sometimes terrifying universe of the Mothership role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.